Hi everybody, welcome to November edition. Sorry we're late, we've had some technical problems this month getting the show on, but we're ready here. Of course it's November. November is all about family and food, so is this show, so enjoy those two things. And Family History Project magazine starts now. Hi everybody, welcome to the very first Fast, Cheap, and Easy. Today's recipe is my award-winning turkey meatloaf, recently awarded the 4 Paws Up Award by Macy the Studio Dog, so hey. All this one takes, 4 very simple ingredients. First, we're going to need 2 pounds ground turkey, 1 package of turkey stuffing mix, 1 12-ounce bottle of turkey gravy, and last but not least, 1 egg. So let me grab the mixing bowl and we'll get started. Okay, here we are. In the mixing bowl I have 2 pounds of ground turkey. To that I'm going to add 1 package of stuffing mix. This is a really fast and easy way to get a little taste of Thanksgiving all year round. Get it all in there. Okay. I'm going to add about 1/3 of the turkey gravy in here. Save the rest for on top. Okay, and 1 egg. That's it. That's as hard as it's going to get. So, of course, the best and only way to mix the meatloaf is with your hands. So I'll get that done, and we'll be right back. Okay, so into the oven it goes, 350 for about an hour. About the last 15 minutes, I usually open it up and pour the remainder of the turkey gravy on top of the turkey and let it finish. We'll be back when we're done. And so here's the finished product. Turkey meatloaf. Really fast, really quick, and really cheap. All you got to do is add whatever sides it is you wish. Tonight we're doing mashed potatoes, green beans, and of course, cucumber onion salad. Try it out. Let us know what you think. See you later. Good night.
We're making a family recipe that my grandmother Dolly Rose Girlt Simmons had on her table all summertime down in Morgan County at Stover, Missouri. And the cucumber's available year-round. You can make it anytime you want. It's cucumbers and onions in vinegar, salt and pepper to taste, and it's still one of my favorites. Every time I eat it I think of my grandma. So it's great. Try it. Okay, the ingredients for cucumber and onions, of course, is cucumbers, and it depends on how much you want. You can make just 2. We've got 4 because we're going to make a big bowl of it. 1 white onion, and we'll cut it in half and half moon it. It's easy to do. You'll need apple cider vinegar or white vinegar, whatever you prefer. It's totally your choice. Some cold water, salt, and pepper to taste. Okay, we're back. We've been chopping the cucumbers. We peeled them and sliced them and put them whatever width you like. I like them a little bit thicker. You can do thinner if you like. And then one of the other cucumbers, we scored it with a fork. Just drag it on the skin, leave the skin on, slice it, and it looks like that. Makes it a little bit more prettier in your salad or cucumbers and onions. And then we've got our onions. We cut in half. We slice it of 1/2 inch slices, and then we break it apart in little half moon rings and put it in there so we have a little taste of onion when we are eating our cucumbers and onions. And that will just break up and put in there. This we can just go ahead and put in the cucumbers and the rest of them. And we're making a big batch, so we got a bowl here. Put it in here. We've got a 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar, and you can use that or white vinegar, whatever you like works. We'll add a cup of water. We're going to add salt and pepper, and I just use. You can use a measuring thing. I just use the palm of my hand. Salt, I like a lot of pepper. If you have any fresh herbs, you can add whatever you like. Dill, you could add anything really. I'm trying to keep this simple. Okay, we've got a spoon here. We're going to stir it up after we've added everything, and we will put this. We'll put a cover over it, wrap it with saran wrap, foil, whatever you have, or if you have a lid to your bowl, and put this in the refrigerator for about an hour and let it marinate so all the flavors are together, and then you can get it out and eat it. Munch on it. It's a good snack, healthy snack.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Genealogy 102. Today we're going to be discussing the user interface a little bit. Once you've got some information put into Legacy version 9 Deluxe, there's some pretty cool things you can do, and a lot of information that it's presented to you. There's a lot of ways you can customize it and make it yours. So here we are at our main screen with me. And we're going to explore these tabs up here and a couple of other things. So the first thing we're going to check on is the pedigree tab. Okay, and it shows beginning with me, my lineage on both sides, and you also notice that my dad and his dad, their information is color coded in blue, which is a standard genealogical way of keeping track of who belongs to who in our family trees. Makes it much easier when you're working. If you're working on a person and you see that their tab is colored in blue, you know that that's on your father's side. If it's in green, it's on your father's mother's side. If it's red, it's your mother's side and her father, and if it's yellow, it's your mother's mother or your grandmother. Okay, the way you get this to work like this, normally this is not what you see in a default install of Legacy Deluxe. In order to get this look, we want to go to Tools, and we want to set, make sure you're at your entry for the person, for your main person in your tree. You want to set Ancestor Colors, and you have Group 1 and Group 2 colors here. We're just going to use the Group 1 colors. But before we do that, the default Ancestry colors are really, really light and pastel, and it's hard to see them most of the time. So you can go up to Edit Colors, and remember your father's, you and your father's line is blue. Your father's mother's line is green. Your mother's line is red, and your mother's line is yellow. And you can just click Tab, and it will bring the select color up. Pick any color you want. You know, I usually stay on my dad's side. I would stay in the blue shades here. And then once you select that and save, your colors will be set. And when we add Shelby's father, of course, his information will be in blue up here. Once you get back to 5 generations, like this side back 5 generations, from then on everything will be blue on that line. Same with Bertha. Once we get back 5 generations to her, all the information on that side of the family will be in green. Helps you keep track of where you're at. Okay, so we'll go to Descendants. Of course, I have no descendants. Chronology tab here, which is good to check the person's age at a specific event. Like here, I was 53 on the day my father passed away in 2012, and I was 60 on the day my mother passed away in 2012. Where this chronology gets really helpful is once you get a lot of information in your tree, it really breaks things down so you can understand exactly what was going on in the person's life, what age they were, and more. And next we have the Index tab, which is a list of every single person that's in our tree, attached to someone in our tree. And it also has, it's color coded so we know which side of the tree this person is on. Once again, this gets a lot more populated when we go to, let's say I'll go to my mom and dad, and my dad's pedigree, of course, just goes right now from him to his father. Descendant list has all of his kids, the day they were born, and their death dates, if any. Chronology. Here's where you get the cool stuff. Once you've got some stuff entered, has the date, births, and death dates of all of the kids, the birth of his spouse, and once I get, of course, death of his mother and father, and his death in here. When we go back to my toolbar, is the main toolbar that we normally use. Some other things once you get your database populated are some very cool things up in the reports menu. Other reports specifically for right now. Some cool things we can do is once you have a person highlighted, we'll start with my dad. We'll do a calendar creator, which creates, we'll just preview now, creates a calendar for the current year, and as you go forward, it automatically, well, you can't, it will add the dates, birth dates of everyone in the tree. It can also add death dates and death date reminders for everyone in your tree if you want that information. Lots of stuff here. We'll go into all of this in excruciating detail much later on. This is just kind of a highlights tour. Another good thing to use here is the Chronology Comparison report. If you're working on 2 people and you're trying to figure out if they're the same person or not, here's where you can add another person and go through their chronologies and compare their chronologies and see if the dates match up or if they're completely off and these 2 people are not related. Very helpful. One thing that's cool here is the family tree bingo for family reunions. You can create a bingo game. I don't think I have enough images loaded in here. Yeah, I have to have 24 pictures loaded. But create family bingo cards. Family dictionary is nice to have. Family picture tree is really cool. Once you get your database more populated, we'll just go to preview now. Of course, I don't have any photographs in my tree yet, but if I did, they would pop up here and show that Estel's parents are Shelby and Bertha, and when I add Shelby and Bertha's parents, they will show up here. It's a very easy way to get a really nice looking report really quick. Family dictionary is every single name that you enter in your tree, every single location is added to the dictionary. So once you add it, you're not going to get grammar or spelling errors or as you add additional names that match. This is pretty much everything that we've entered into the tree so far. It goes right into the dictionary. Location reports. This has every location that's in your tree. City, state, counties is all saved in the location report. So you can double check locations and make sure that they're right. If you have a location that was spelled wrong once and it keeps showing up as being wrong, you would go there to correct the incorrect data. Interview questions. If you're going to interview someone to add to your tree, this is a really helpful list to get you going on the kinds of questions to ask. We can preview. Well, first we need to add some stuff. Your memories. I want to know your memories. Remembering your parents. Remembering your mother. Okay. Then we'll preview. And it will generate a report we can print out and take with us to the interview. Tell me all about your name, where were you born, stuff that you think you're going to remember when you interview, but you don't, you forget it, and this is a good way to get your questions, to get the information that you want for your tree. All kinds of things here. Origins report. Tell you where in the world your people are from. Then it breaks it down by percentages. Very cool. Once you get your tree up and running and get a lot of information in it, you will be surprised at what's there. It also has Legacy also has a relationship report. Which will tell you exactly how people are related to your person, the main person you have selected. In this case, Deborah D, that's my sister. She's right there. It's all listed, and it will go back, however many generations you enter. So that's a little bit about the user interface. Like I say, we will go into all of this in much more detail later on as we get to it. Next month we're going to start entering information on our parents and our grandparents, and we're going to see if we can find their marriage information, their birth and death records, how we enter those, how we keep track of that. So that's going to be a lot of fun, probably a lot longer. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you next month, which is December. Bye.